everyone, and welcome to Chair Yoga. I'm just going to do around a half an hour class again today. The intention of the class is one, to get the body moving, so moving parts of the body and moving the spine the way they want to move. Yeah, the body was designed to move, so we'll move with very gentle movements of the entire body. A second intention as well is to try to bring a little bit more awareness into the physical body and into our breathing. So by doing this, hopefully we can start to notice the natural nature of our mind, which is very busy, it's very chaotic, and we can just concentrate on the breath and the body and how we feel in the class today, and hopefully try to feel a little bit more calm and less stressed. Okay, so just forgetting the intention for now and just allowing yourself to be here today in this chair yoga class with me. So obviously all you need is a chair, so find yourself some space, just make sure there's a little bit of room around the chair. And then as soon as you are ready, we need to find a really nice posture, okay? The thing with posture is people think that bolt upright is where we need to be. But what happens is when we're bolt upright, we're actually tensing and burning about 30% more energy in this position. Our posture needs to be relaxed, it needs to be soft, it needs to be comfortable. Okay. So let's begin. We need to ground the feet to the floor. Okay, about shoulder width apart, so we've got a little bit of stability there. Shuffle around on the chair, just finding the sit bones. We're sitting nice and even here in the hips. We have level hips. Okay, the hands can be on the thighs, the knees if you like. Just take a few shoulder rolls backwards as we start to open the chest. It's a really good place to be. Our good posture with a really open chest so we can breathe well. So just resting the shoulders down, making sure the spine is long, gently tucking the chin, just very, very gently, and at the same time imagine someone pulling you through the top of your head upwards. And we'll only be here for a few minutes. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. If it doesn't, just lower your eye gaze and soften your eye gaze. We're just redirecting our awareness to inside the body for the moment. So, thinking about the feet and the contact between the feet and the floor. Scanning up through the legs, into the hips, and just checking we're not squeezing the muscles around the hips to keep you in this posture. So relax there. Travel up through from the base of the spine to the top of the head, noticing that extra length. And just releasing the shoulders, relaxing the muscles in the face. Just going to become aware of our breathing for a few moments. In yoga, we breathe in through the nose and we breathe out through the nose. So just start to notice your breath. And as we settle into our breathing today, can you begin to slow the breath down? begin to make our out breath longer than the in breath. So the natural way to breathe is finding movement in the belly. So if it helps, you can place the hand to the belly and just start to notice that as you breathe in, the belly expands as if it's a balloon. And as you breathe out, just feel the belly drawing back in. Just repeat this. See if you can direct each breath in and out into the belly. Just following 3 more breaths in and out the belly. As soon as you've completed those 3 breaths, just returning the hands to the knees and just checking in once again with the physical body. Maybe we've hunched slightly, so roll the shoulders back and sitting tall and relaxed. And as soon as you're ready, gently opening the eyes. So we're going to start to move the body a little bit more. So starting with the shoulders, we're going to do a tense and release technique. So what happens is, to find real relaxation in our muscles, first we have to experience tension in the muscles. So what we're going to do today is, as you breathe in, I'd like you to tense up the shoulders, bring them up towards the ears, and as you exhale, let them relax completely. Okay? So breathing in, hunching, squeezing up, exhale. Okay? So just trying a few rounds in your own time. Notice I did breathe out through my mouth. We don't usually do that in yoga, but you can do that here just to find that sensation of completely relaxing through the shoulders. So a few rounds. Just trying one more here. Good, and just returning back to the center once again. We're going to move the neck a few times here. So taking a breath in the center with me. Exhale and dropping the chin gently to the chest. Breathe in and come back through the center. Exhale, gently lift the chin. Breathe in through center. Exhale, lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time, breathing into the center. Exhale, take a look over the right shoulder. Breathe in center. Exhale the other way. And just once more each side with your breath. And returning gently to the center once again. Lovely, okay. So move a little bit more. moving through the shoulders and the wrists. So take a breath in with me and reach the arms all the way up above the head. As you exhale, can you lower the arms and at the same time start to circle the wrists? There's lots of cracking in my wrists. That's okay. Breathe in again when you're ready, reaching all the way to the top. As you exhale, if you remember which way you rotated the wrists, take it the other way as we lower. Good. This time, breathing in, reaching up. Now can you squeeze the fists and squeeze the muscles in your arm as you lower all the way back down. One more, but this time breathe in, reach up. Now stretch your fingertips as wide as they'll go. Stretch, stretch. Make the arms long as you lower. Nice. Coming back to the center and just shake out the wrists. Just find a little bit of energy in the wrists and the shoulders. Good. And coming back to that relaxed, upright posture. We're going to take a side bend. Okay, lots of options today. Remember, throughout the entire class, if I'm doing something and it does bring pain, okay, ease out of it. Find your own option. There's really no right or wrong in all of these yoga poses, as long as we're moving the body, mobilizing the joints. Okay, so breathe in, reach up. If it feels okay to interlace the fingers and keep reaching to the ceiling, amazing. Just start to take a side bend to one side. If this is not comfortable for you, releasing the left hand down and continue to stretch towards the top fingertips. One more breath. Returning back to the center here, and we come to the other side. Use the out breath to very gently begin that C shape in the spine. Remember, you can stay here, or maybe you just need to release one of the hands. Come back to that deep belly breathing here. Just taking one more deep breath. Coming back slowly to the center. And exhaling, bringing the arms back down to the knees. Take a moment here, maybe close the eyes. Just notice how the body feels. Notice if you can feel the breath a little bit faster, maybe the heart rate. And just allow the breath to slow down. Good. Opening the eyes if you've closed them. We twist the spine for the first time today. Once again, lots of options here. If you're with me, can you breathe in and reach up once again? As you exhale, start to turn towards the right hand side. Can you release and hold the outer knee here, and you can place and push the hand to turn a little bit further. Now if this top arm is not comfortable at all, just bring it down. Turn through the shoulders and turn through the chest. Breathe in and feel the spine growing a little bit longer. And breathe out, just twisting a little bit further. One more deep breath. And returning back to the center. And we try it on the other side. Breathe in, reaching up. Exhale. Imagine the shoulders and chest turning to start with. Releasing the arm down. Gently use the hand as a lever. Maybe this arm needs to drop, or maybe you can keep reaching to the ceiling. Think lift the chest all the time. One more breath. And coming back to the center. Lovely. So next exercise, we're going to get the ankles moving. Okay. So it's not often that we rotate the ankles around in circles in everyday life, but it's very important to do so. So if you need to, you can leave the hands here or holding onto the chair, lifting one foot off the floor. Okay, if you need to help the leg, just gently hold under the thigh and just begin those circles. They can start slow and they can start very small and just start to make those circles a little bit bigger. Try to really maintain that lovely upright spine as always here. Take it the other way a few times. And just gently placing the foot back down to the floor. Sitting tall as we come on to the other side. Find those circles once again. If you've got those cracking sounds at the ankle, that's good. That just means we're moving how the body wants us to. Taking the circles the other way just a few times while we're here. And returning the foot to the floor. Lovely. So you may need to shift forwards in your chair just slightly. We're going to stretch the chest and we'll stretch the back of the body. So moving the spine once again in another direction that it was designed to and it wants to. So first option here is to bring the hands, place them either to the hips or if you can to the lower back. Sometimes if you're really flexible through your shoulders and chest, you can interlace the fingers behind the back, so interlace behind the back. Now whichever option we're in, breathing and see if you can softly roll the shoulders back and down. Start to really feel the chest lifting up towards the ceiling, pulling those elbows back in towards each other. Feel the shoulder blades drawing in towards each other. And let's take 3 long breaths here. Once you've taken those 3 breaths, releasing back through center. Nice and upright. Now if you need to move the shoulders at all, you can. Okay, you've stretched the front, let's stretch the back. Same thing, interlacing. Most of us should be able to do this one. Interlacing fingers at the front. Now start to draw the tops of the hands away. Start to drop the chin in towards the chest. Now this time the complete opposite movement. Feel your shoulder blades drawing apart. Maybe you feel a stretch across the upper back, and now breathe those 3 breaths once again. And returning to center when you're ready. If you need to find some movement, do. Okay, so we're going to stand up we're going to try our tree pose. Okay, and this is a balancing pose. There's so many options, so don't worry. We'll stay nice and gentle for now. Let's see how we go. So let's bring ourselves to the side of the chair. Okay, or maybe even facing the chair. I'm just going to stand this way so you can see what I'm doing. So the chair is here to help balance. So just holding on, or even using a wall if that's easier. Now, this pose is really good for strengthening up all of the tiny little muscles in your foot, your ankle, your leg, the stabilizing muscles that we don't usually use too much. Okay, so either foot, okay, shift the weight slightly into one foot. And as you do, just maintain the open chest, the shoulders back, the lift through the crown of the head. Now if you feel you can, shifting the weight to one foot, we're lifting the heel of the other foot and we're just going to gently rest it onto the ankle. Okay, so there may be a little bit of wobbling or shaking. That just means we're working those stabilizing muscles. If you do want a little bit more today, remember, completely listen to your body. You can lift this foot up towards the calf. Okay. Now whichever option we are in, try to open the knee. Try to open the hips. And just breathe here. Just releasing back down to center. Now if you need to shake out the legs at all, or the ankles, just do that here. And we'll try this on the other side. So shift the weight gently into the other leg. Now you may just stay here. Now I didn't mention this on the other side, but what tends to happen is we kind of tilt the hips one way, but you really do need to try to keep those hips nice and level. Okay, it's harder to do, and that's because we're using so many more stabilizing muscles and the core muscles to hold in that position. So if you'd like to, lifting the heel and placing it to the ankle, opening the hip. Again, if you'd like to go even further today, lifting the foot completely off, placing it to the calf muscle, and breathe, stand tall. Gently releasing here. Once again, releasing and shaking out if you need to. Circle the ankles if you need to. Okay, bring ourselves here. We're going to come back into finding a forwards and backwards motion with the spine. So, feet about hip width, nice and stable. The wider the feet are, the easier it is. The stability is better as opposed to having the feet together. So, bringing the hands, spreading fingers wide and placing them underneath the shoulders. You can have the chair any way. Okay, now we're working with the breath once again. Take a breath here in center. As you exhale, start to tuck the chin, and at the same time pull the navel in towards the spine and draw the shoulder blades apart. Now as you breathe in, drop the navel down and start to lift the chin and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, rolling through the spine, finding that flexion in the spine. Breathing in, taking it the other way. Now if you'd like to, just keep going in your own time. If you'd like to, you can even close the eyes and then really start to feel how much or how little each part of the spine wants to move. feeling this movement from the base of the spine, the hips, the pelvis, moving backwards and forwards, all the way to that movement through the neck. Just completing this round. And returning back to the center. Just gently helping yourselves up. So you may have had a bit of weight on the hands, so maybe rolling the wrist, maybe shaking the wrists. And just find your way back to seated. Grounding the feet down. As we did at the beginning of class, find some movement through the shoulders, lift the chest. Sitting really lovely and tall. So we're coming towards the end of our class. As always, we will bring our awareness back into the body and into the breath. As I was saying at the start, just by resting our awareness with our breathing, so just experiencing the sensation of our breath, even if it's just for a few moments, we can begin to find a little bit of space and calm in the mind. So let's close the eyes for these last few minutes. Breathing in, feel the spine grow taller. Breathing out and softening through shoulders, through hips, through arms, feet. The muscles in the face are soft. Follow the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Now if it helps, start to notice that movement in the belly as you breathe, that expanding of that balloon in the belly as we breathe in, and that contraction of the belly, the drawing in as we breathe out. See if for a few rounds of breath you can just experience the sensation of the breathing in the body, the movement of your breathing. So wherever you feel your breath, it can be in the nose, the lungs, the chest, the belly, anywhere, just feel the breath. Now you probably notice the thoughts are taking over and drawing our attention elsewhere, and that is just the nature of the mind. It's not possible to completely empty the mind, but just to momentarily still the mind by focusing on one thing, even if it's just a few rounds of breath. Feeling 3 more rounds of breath in your body to the end of class. Just returning the breath to normal. Checking in with the body once again now. Just notice how we feel compared to before class. hopefully we're feeling a little bit more calm. Maybe we have a little bit of energy, maybe not, that doesn't matter. Just thank you for joining me today. Let's finish the class. If you'd like to, bring the hands to heart center, drawing the chin down, and namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. Enjoy the class.